Welcome to this course on avoiding plagiarism. Plagiarism in scientific research is a serious concern. While presenting research, we need to clearly distinguish between our ideas and the borrowed ideas on which our conclusions are based. It is ethically imperative to mention the sources used in your research. Failing to do so is considered plagiarism and can lead to financial and legal consequences. In this course, you will learn about different types of plagiarism and how to avoid it. Learning can be defined as the acquisition of knowledge or skills through study, experience, or teaching. It can also be seen as an increase in knowledge. This increase is achieved by building upon existing knowledge, adding new information, updating it, or correcting what we already know. The need to expand knowledge arises when existing ideas are not sufficient. As we read, write, and experiment, we form conclusions based on both prior knowledge and newly learned concepts. These conclusions may extend someone else's ideas or develop our own. While presenting research, it is important to clearly distinguish between your own ideas and borrowed ones. Readers and reviewers expect proper acknowledgement of sources. Since ideas are intellectual property, failing to credit the original author constitutes plagiarism. Plagiarism is a serious ethical issue that can damage your reputation, discredit your work, and lead to legal and financial consequences. This course covers types of plagiarism, reasons behind it, and ways to avoid it. It also explores whether paraphrasing can prevent plagiarism and what constitutes acceptable versus unacceptable paraphrasing. Plagiarism is the act of presenting someone else's words, ideas, or work as your own without proper acknowledgement. As a student or professional, it is important to understand that plagiarism is punishable and must be avoided. Now that we understand plagiarism, let's explore its common types. Direct plagiarism occurs when you copy someone's exact words without quotation marks or proper citation, or slightly rearrange words without giving credit. Paraphrasing plagiarism occurs when you summarize or rephrase someone else's work without acknowledging the source. Simply listing a source in a bibliography is not enough. You must cite it where it is used. Self-plagiarism happens when you reuse your own previously published work without permission or proper citation. Once work is published or co-owned, you cannot reuse it freely. Imitation plagiarism involves copying someone's writing style, structure, or expression. Even if done unintentionally, this is considered plagiarism. Using illustrations, diagrams, charts, or images without permission or proper citation is also plagiarism. Even excessive use of sourced material, though cited, may reflect a lack of originality. Plagiarism can be intentional or unintentional. Unintentional plagiarism often results from carelessness or lack of knowledge about proper citation and paraphrasing. Intentional plagiarism occurs when someone knowingly uses others' work without credit. Examples of unintentional plagiarism include improper paraphrasing, incorrect quotation usage, inaccurate or incomplete citations. Improper paraphrasing happens when only a few words are changed or sentence structure remains similar to the original. Improper quotation occurs when quotation marks are incorrectly used or sources are not acknowledged. Inaccurate citation includes missing details such as publication year or page number. Intentional plagiarism includes copying and pasting content directly, combining content from multiple sources without citation, reproducing ideas without acknowledgement, mimicking sentence structure or writing style. To avoid plagiarism, awareness and good practices are essential. These include planning your writing, documenting sources, quoting correctly, paraphrasing properly, and citing all references. Plan your writing by keeping your ideas separate from sourced notes. Mark borrowed ideas clearly and track their origins. Document sources by organizing materials and maintaining records of references, including web links and personal communications. When quoting, always use quotation marks and mention the author. Even short phrases should be properly marked. Paraphrasing involves restating ideas in your own words while maintaining the original meaning. To paraphrase effectively, note key points with citations, rewrite from memory, compare with the original, ensure proper acknowledgement. Always cite every source you use, including through in-text citations, footnotes, or bibliographies. Retain citations throughout revisions. Plagiarism detection can be manual or automatic. Manual detection relies on human expertise but is time-consuming and less effective for large documents. Automatic detection uses software tools that compare text against databases. Examples include Turnitin, Copyscape, and other plagiarism detection platforms. However, these tools have limitations and may not detect all instances. Paraphrasing is effective only when done correctly. If too many original words or structures are retained, or if the source is not credited, it becomes plagiarism. Acceptable paraphrasing uses different wording, structure, and proper citation. Copyright is a legal protection granted to creators for their work. It protects the expression of ideas, not the ideas themselves. Copyright exists once a work is recorded in a tangible form. Copyright infringement occurs when someone uses protected work without permission. Rights include reproduction, distribution, modification, and public display. However, limited use is allowed for educational or non-commercial purposes under certain conditions. Laws vary by country, and international agreements also exist to protect intellectual property. In summary, plagiarism involves presenting others' ideas as your own. To avoid it, understand its types, causes, and consequences. Practice proper citation, paraphrasing, and documentation. Be aware of copyright laws and respect intellectual property.